Can you believe we're now into a 4th year of this show? And one man who has supported us from the very beginning has been the wonderful John Messara.
Yes, the great John Messara and Arrowfield Stud, the home of so many champions. John, good morning. And today, if you look at Sydney racing, you look at the racing in Melbourne, Arrowfield has its sprinkle everywhere.
Well, we have some representatives out there, Julie and Timmy, so we're hopeful of a good day.
Easter is just around the corner, which means it's sales time. How are things going out there in the farm ahead of the sales?
Well, things are busy. We have 68 horses to sell at the Magic Millions. We've got 23 horses to sell next weekend in Victoria, in Melbourne, at the Premier Sale. So there's a lot of activity at the farm at the moment, but all's well. And we've been through some difficult weather conditions in the last 12 months, but we're out the other side and we're hopeful of putting on a very good show at Easter particularly.
Yeah, looking forward to coming up in a couple of weeks' time and seeing you. And look, how do you think the sales have gone so far? I was up there for Magic Millions, then we saw the Classic Sale.
Look, the Classic Sale was slightly soft from the middle down. The Magic Millions was in line with last year. So I think we've got to be satisfied because last year was a stellar year for sales. And if we could be around those levels, I think we've done well as an industry. So I'm pretty happy with the sales to date.
In terms of your catalogue, any particular little ones that you're looking forward to seeing go through that sales ring?
Look, Julie, I cannot tell you, it's probably the strongest lot of horses, pedigree-wise, that we've had, and it's also the single biggest lot that we've ever offered, 68, in the one offering at Easter. So it's, you know, there are only 450 in the catalogue, and we've got, I don't know, 13 or 14% of them or something. So 1 every 7 or something will be ours. So I can't differentiate at this time, but if you ask me that question as we get closer to the sale, I might give you an answer because they turn themselves inside out during this preparation period. The exercise, the feed, the grooming, they do change quite a lot. But we've got something for every taste there and we'll just see what happens. We're
just watching some pictures of when we've been up there at Arrowfield Stud, and you've got such a brilliant team up there too, who the young ones coming through the ranks, they are so passionate about the breeding side of the industry and they do such a brilliant job with these yearlings.
Yeah, I love the team that we have. Some of them are from all parts of the world. We've got Japanese and French and Ukrainians and all sorts of people in the team, and a hardcore of people that have been there a long, long time. And so they've got the Arrowfield ideals. They work hard. They've got conviction about what they're doing, and I'm very proud of them. And they seem to come up trumps every year when it comes to sale time. They do produce an excellent product by the time the sale comes around.
Let's look at a few horses. Remark, of course, will trial on Monday. And I've watched with very close interest Remark because I was up there at Arrowfield with you when he was spelling there for a while and went through a couple of medical things. But boy, oh boy, real deal.
Oh, he's come back bigger and better than ever. We're very confident about him getting right up to speed to the very top. We think he's potentially a Group 1 horse. And he's running in the Challenge Stakes next Saturday, but he'll have a soft trial on Monday just to bring him up to scratch. And then 2 weeks later, our aim for this prep is the Galaxy, Group 1 Galaxy, and he should sort of be in that race on very reasonable weight terms. And it's a handicap Group 1, and I think it'll help him. So I'm, very confident about we know how able he is. I'm very confident he can put his best foot forward this prep and hopefully deliver us a Group 1 sprint win.
How high do you think he can climb, so to speak, John? When we're looking to the spring, what do you think he's capable of, John?
I know what you're getting at. I've already started sniffing around for another slot because our slot is already committed to Mazu. We might have another starter if he comes up to scratch. But he's got to prove to us he's at that very level. And next Saturday will be a test because it'll have a lot of Group 1 horses in it, and it'll have a number of likely Everest starters in it. So we'll get a bit of an idea next Saturday. And it's on a weight for age basis next Saturday in the Challenge. So he'll meet those horses on the same terms that he would meet them in the Everest. So that'll be a test for us, Julie.
Here we are again. It's in February and we're talking about the
why not?
Everest.
I've got a funny feeling your phone might be running hot if Remark lives up to expectations from those. You won't need to make many phone calls. But just on that front, Marzu, what an exciting prospect. So good in last year's Everest. And look, you had the foresight to take Marzu for 2 years in a row, the offspring of the beast from the east, Morris.
Yeah, very proud of that horse. Owned by good people and a very good syndicate, trained by a tip-top trainer, and he's done everything right, and he's just kept climbing the hill. He improves at every start, and I think he'll be cherry ripe by the time the Everest comes around. But we should be seeing him in the next week or two. He might be in that race next Saturday, the Challenge, but he'll certainly be racing shortly. Yeah, he's right up at the top of the hill at the moment, Marzu. There's not much between him and the best sprinters in the country.
Well, John, always a pleasure to chat. Thank you once again for all your support this season. We look forward to seeing what you and Timmy get up to when he heads to Arrowfield later in the year.
Have a good day at the races.
Get the chef ready for the charcuterie plate. I'll see you soon, John.
I was waiting for it.